All right, let's bounce into the tape off of the divisional round games. And I tweeted yesterday at some point in time, I've been tweeting it all year long, how much it frustrates me when teams don't have a plan for pressure. Whether it's built-in answers for pressure, whether it's adjustments for pressure, but giving the quarterback answers against pressure, and then the quarterback being aware of when pressure comes, what their pressure issues are, and how to get the ball out of their hands. This, to me, was the biggest issue that the Buffalo Bills had yesterday. And this video, we're going to look a lot, obviously, at Josh Allen at the quarterback position. And Josh has been a stud. He has been incredible for a number of years now. He's carried this team on his back. He didn't play his best football game yesterday. And it's unfortunate. In those big moments, he's been so good. Yesterday, he wasn't at his best. And one of the biggest reasons for that was because they didn't have answers against pressure. Cincinnati didn't do anything crazy, but they brought a lot of pressure. And very seldom did Buffalo, were they able to capitalize on that pressure and attack them and make positive plays. So we're going to dive into the tape a little bit. And again, I hope you guys always understand, none of these videos are about attacking a person. It's about attacking a problem. It's about hoping that maybe this video gets back to Buffalo and they can readdress, they can challenge what they do offensively in terms of how they handle pressure so it can be a benefit moving forward. Maybe the same for Josh. I'm never here to criticize a player because it's a hard position to play. It is difficult. I had plenty of games where I didn't play very well either. It happens at this position. But the goal is to always try to get better, to find those things, those people that are willing to help you to get better and to challenge everything that you've done, everything that you're doing, to see, are there flaws? Are there things that I can get better at? And that's always my hope here on QB Confidential, is whether I'm talking to the actual player, whether I'm talking to the actual team, whether I'm talking to other players, other teams, other coaches. My hope is that these videos help you to challenge what you're doing to make sure that you're crossing every T and dotting every I, whether you got the ball in your hands or you're calling plays or designing plays from the sideline. All right, here we go. So I know you're thinking to yourself, well, hold on, that's not Buffalo. Well, I just want to show you a little bit of the difference of being able to handle pressure and not handling pressure, okay? So this particular look right here, Joe checks to something, okay? And as he comes off, okay, he comes back and he's looking for his one-on-one up top here. So he's looking for his one-on-one up top. And down on the bottom, you'll see, not fully sure, but I think what we've got here is he's checked to double goes, and then Jamar Chase is running the middle read right here, and they've got a flat coming out here to this side. All right, so in this particular case, he sees that on the snap, they're running back to one high, so he's going to go and try to take this one-on-one over here. What I want you to see is that Buffalo is bringing pressure right here off of the edge. They're bringing pressure, and really in this particular case, or at least it appears, they're hot here. Okay, so Joe should be hot here because this tackle comes out here to block this defensive end, and so this guy is coming off of the edge, and he's going to be free. Okay, Joe doesn't recognize that, or maybe there's some protection that was supposed to take care of it, but he comes back and he's looking over to his right-hand side. They're going to have a free hitter coming on Joe Burrow right here as his guy gets jammed on the go route to the backside. Now, maybe Joe didn't worry about it or saw the pressure and said, I'm just going to beat it with the go route. Okay, that's a possibility. His guy gets beat, and now this guy's coming free. All right, but I want you to watch the offensive tackle. Now, much maligned in terms of what this offensive line group was going to do with all the injuries. This offensive tackle here steps down, and watch him peel back at the last second. Here, watch him peel right there. Peels right there just enough peel to force the defender around Joe Burrow. Okay, what's the result of this play? It's a free hitter coming at him. He didn't see it, or he didn't get the ball out of his hands. He's going to get hit. That little peel by the tackle, popping that guy out, gives Joe Burrow the time to step up. What happens? Steps up. This is the first touchdown of the game. Instead of a sack, He buys his time. He finds Jamar Chase, and he gets himself a touchdown for Cincinnati. So there's a reason that I wanted to show that, because now we're to the Buffalo Bills. And these were the same kind of pressures that the Buffalo Bills saw numerous times in this game. Okay, so here we go. All right, what do we got? Coming with motion here, and then this motion's coming back this direction. They're just going to bring the one guy off the edge over here. Okay, they bring the one guy off the edge, and you see it's a hot situation here for Josh Allen. Now, there's a couple things about this play that I wish would have happened differently. First of all, let this guy motion further outside. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, he snaps it right there. Okay, so when we're throwing this particular concept over here, so it's a little hook right here and then a swing outside of it. We're trying to read off of the outside linebacker, whoever that is, to that side. Okay, but notice on this play, because we snapped it too early, this outside linebacker can cover the hook and he still holds leverage on this swing route right here. So we're going to turn and we're going to throw the swing route right here. Look who tackles it, right? Or who's in position is that outside linebacker. If we let this guy motion and he gets outside before we snap it, now what? Now this guy either has to go screaming out there to take the swing and boom, we hit the hook right behind it, or he drops back like this. We've got leverage right now on the swing and boom, we're taking it out there. All about the details. Snap it when he's wider. Understand that this is an inside-out combination to the backside. We need better timing right there with the snap, so we can't allow one guy to cover two. All right, now we're going back to the other side. Pressure, pressure. We've got hot. What's your hot answer? Now, I wouldn't have minded this being a hot answer because it's quick throws to the other side, and if we do this right, we're going to have a nice completion and a nice gain. But there's our hot out the front side. Recognize it, take your hot. What do we have right here? If he takes his hot and hits the back right here, what do we got on this play, right? We got a big play going over to this side. If we recognize that and take our hot, details. Details are so key, especially when you're getting pressure. Okay? Here we go again. What do we got? Okay? Faking pressure over here, but they're going to bring this pressure to this side. What is our hot answer against pressure? Okay? What is our hot answer against pressure? Okay? A lot of times you like to have a vertical hot right there. Okay? Be able to pop that out on that guy. Okay? You don't have that. Now what do we got? We got a free hitter. Okay? So we've got a vertical here, and then we've got a quick little under out here. So, okay, we're not going to hit the vertical. Hit the under right there. Right there. Here he comes. There he comes. Pressure's coming. I get it. It's not easy. We've got to have a hot answer. Hot answer can't just be, let me try to make him miss. So here, I get him jumping up in the air. I have no quick throw. Boom. Leads us right into a sack. Here we go again, right? See the pressure coming down. There they go. What's my answer? What's my answer? Gosh, we have a great vertical right here. We used to tell our guys, hey, just you don't have to change your route. Just if you're running vertical and you feel pressure come, just peek at me. Peek at me, and if I hit you right here, you're screaming up on the safety right now with the vertical hot, what we call a pop. Okay? But, okay, he gets the pressure. He's got a hitch route outside. I'll take that. Okay? We got pressure coming. We got a hot situation. Boom. Get the ball out. Go get yourself a completion. That's a positive there on the pressure. Here they come again. Okay? They're walked up. Here's the extra guy. There's my hot guy over there. What's my answer? What's my answer? Okay, we get a hook right here. We get a quick out right there. What's my answer? Take it. Take it right now. Right now. Get the ball out of your hands. We've got answers right here. Okay? We've got built-in answers on this one. Josh, got to see it and get it out. You can't try to get this guy to jump and then hit the one up over the top. Take the quick completion as you've got a free hitter coming on you. He hesitates, right? Tries to get it out late. The pressure's close. Knocks the ball down when there was an easy completion there to be had. Here we go. What are we doing? Bringing the one guy off the edge. It's what they do. Okay, it's what they did this whole game. Okay, so what are my answers? Okay, all right, I'm okay with this answer. If you're going to run and hit this stop, you got to throw it. You got to know you've got pressure right here, and you've got to throw it if you're going to throw it to that side. Okay, so he's there, he's looking left, let it go. You got to let it go. You got pressure. Okay, the other thing is, okay, if you go back to the other side, these guys are doing a great job of recognizing the pressure and turning around. There's your hot throw. There's your hot throw. Got to recognize it, got to get it out of your hands, be ready for it. Now, great job here salvaging it, which Josh does so often, right? Buys time, and then Cole Beasley does a nice job of separating, and these two guys make this work and avoid a sack and get a positive play, get a first down. But it's too hard. We're making the game too hard. Let it go. Know you got pressure. Got to get the ball out of your hands one way or another. Live for another down, even if this isn't a perfect look down here. Let the ball go. Don't take a sack. Granted, I know he gets out of the sack, but got to have a plan versus pressure. Got to know what you're getting. Okay, here we go, right? Same thing, right? We either see it coming from here or we see it coming from there. Here it comes again from the top, okay? Vertical hot, no vertical hot, okay? No vertical hot. Got no answer right there. Oh, actually, they bring it from both sides right here. Okay, so they bring pressure from both sides, and they actually do a pretty nice job picking it up on the outside. Granted, they leave a guy free on the inside, but what's my answer? What's my answer? The back, okay, so normally what we do is we got 5 down linemen, so the 5 down linemen are going to take the 4 down, and then they're probably going to this linebacker right here, or maybe the back's going to that linebacker, and they're going to this linebacker, but they got one of those inside guys. So the reason I mention that is because the back is probably either going one outside and then to the other outside. They probably don't have both of these picked up other than they fall into it because of the movement by the defensive line, right? He goes here, that guy goes inside, so he's going to set outside. So he got lucky to pick it up just based on the courses of the D-line. But either way, Josh is going to be hot right here. So unfortunately, they have absolutely no answers here whatsoever. These guys aren't looking as they're running seams down here. The only other answers are these 10-yard stops, which is really, I guess, what Josh would have to do is get back here, set up, know the pressure's coming, and then take one of these guys on the outside against this particular look and hit it. But like I said, they've got interior pressure, which probably prevents that. But what I would like to see is I'd like to see these guys peak. Just widen a little bit and peak. Slow your course just a little bit. Boom, we're going to hit you with the ball. And we got limited numbers on the back end. We got something positive instead of trying to hold it and throw the ball down the field, or in this case, have to throw the football away. Here we go again. Here comes the pressure from the front side. Okay, so they're bringing this guy from the front side. Now, I don't know what we're trying to do here with the protection. I see teams do this all the time, is they put 2 guys, okay, so they got 2 guys in wing positions, and they usually put them there to chip on the defensive ends. Okay, so I understand the theory behind chipping on the defensive ends to help your tackles. The only problem with that is we're not really asking them to block a specific player. We're asking them just to chip and then get out. And so with that, it puts us in a bind when we get into a pressure situation. So let me show you what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. So the offensive line is blocking those 5 guys. Okay? These 2 edge guys are going to chip and chip. But if a 6th guy comes, we can't block 6 guys. We can't block 6 guys because we're not leaving one of these 2 edge guys in to block. So here's what happens is on this particular play, they bring that extra guy, so the tackle has to squeeze down. What I think Josh is doing here is he's expecting his back to get out here so he can hit him with the hot throw because his defensive end's going to come through free because the tackle is stepping down and squeezing. So you'll see Josh here, right? He's looking to try to throw it. But we're in no man's land because we're not telling this running back here to get inside and block the defensive end. We're telling him to chip the defensive end. And so now he gets put in a bad position. Instead of just be here for presence and go to the flat right now. If you go to the flat right now without chipping, what do we got? We got a great play, a great hot. That's exactly what Josh is looking at here. But this guy gets hung up because he's chipping that defensive end, but he's not blocking him. So the defensive end's coming free to Josh, and I've got no outlet there because we're chipping instead of releasing or instead of blocking, and now we're in a bind once again. Josh has nothing to do with the football, and again, great job. Great job. Bail out the team, bail out the fact that you have no options against pressure, and make a big play and try to be Superman. You just can't live in the world. You just can't live in the world no matter how good you are. And this guy's so good. But it's just tough to expect him to bail you out or for him to have to bail himself out when he doesn't see the pressure. What do we got? Here we go. Coming from distance. But they're bringing pressure once again. Bringing pressure. Got to see the pressure. Okay? But even so, what are my answers? Nothing. Running, running, running. I got no answers. I've got no hot answer here when I've got a guy voiding that area and coming at me free right here. Josh is looking at the backside. He's got a bunch of guys down the field, right? I mean, I guess he could pop that hot to the backside. But again, you like to see pressure, attack pressure. You like to have your options and your hot options right where the void is of the pressure coming, instead of having to turn your back and go the other direction. But I don't know if Josh sees it. I don't know what their answers are supposed to be over here, but they have none. What's it lead to? It leads to this, what they called an incomplete pass, I believe. Could have been a fumble, free hitter on your quarterback. No pressure answer. Again, putting ourselves in bad spots. All right, this one, I can't believe they let this one go. Like 4 different guys are moving on this play. But nonetheless, boom, boom. Bringing pressure once again. We're hot once again to the front side. What are my answers? What are my answers, okay? They got a couple here. He's looking right now. He's coming right here. Get the ball out. Get the ball out. Got answers. Get the ball out. Boom, here he comes again. Now again, he salvages it at the last second. Oh, find my shallow route over there. But we got to get the ball out of our hands. We got to see these hot situations. We got to win against pressure instead of just hoping that we can make it up. What we got? Here we go again. Right? Pressure comes off the edge. All right? No vertical look here, but we're going to have our tight end getting to the flat. What's the problem again, right? He's chipping. He's chipping. So here's what happens. Pressure comes here. This guy right here, this linebacker is the guy that's got to push out and cover this entire flat area of the field. On this particular zone dog, he's got to get out there. You see him running out there. Now, just envision again, if we don't chip and we go straight to the flat here, does he beat 57 to the flat? Yes, he beats 57 to the flat. Does he give Josh Allen a hot throw out here with an opportunity to make a big play and get a first down? Yes, he does. Instead, we're going to chip down and we're going to lose the leverage as this guy comes flying out. And then he's going to get to the flat and we're going to end up throwing it to the flat. But what happens, right? That guy's now in position to cover our tight end in the flat, knock the football down, and give us a negative play on what should have been. Again, you just have to understand the big picture. Why are we chipping? And if we're going to chip, what I need is this guy off the ball and I need him peeking if we get pressure. If we get pressure, you got to go now. If we get pressure, you got to go now. If you don't get pressure, boom, go ahead and take your step down and chip, but you can't be blind to the chip. You take away our quick throw. You put our quarterback in a bind. He's getting hit, and we have a incomplete pass because it takes too long. Got to have answers. Got to have answers. All right? So here's another one. They're going to bring pressure off the edge here. We've got an RPO going to this side. Okay? So even in the run game, the RPO game, we've got to have answers for pressure. What's our answer? Okay? We're doing this. We've got double slants to the outside. See the pressure, beat the pressure. Got to pull this one, Josh. Got to pull this one. Boom. And go get your throw to the outside. Easy completion right there. Instead of letting these two guys come down. And again, we gain a few yards. We're okay. But beat the pressure, right? Force them to know when they bring pressure that we're going to attack behind you and we're going to make you pay when you bring pressure here. Would like them to pull that and throw it, okay? And then outside of the pressure, there were just some different things that just thought Josh could have done a little bit better. So we come back here, little hook, little swing. He's looking to the left, got to be ready, got to take it. Got to make that completion, especially in the snow. This was a big difference between Cincinnati and Buffalo. Joe took these quick throws over and over again. Just get completions. Just move the ball. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to make all the plays we normally make. Completions and not negative plays. Right there, be ready, take it, stick it on him. Nice job working through it though. Okay, nice job working through it. Doesn't like this, comes all the way back to the hook, gets a completion. All right, so again, we can look at this and say, hey, it's a good job working through it, but I want him ready and I want him to get these balls out of his hands and get completions in these games. Okay, here we go. We got a 4 strong. Okay, so we get a 4 strong here. We're trying to get these guys to push over and we're running a slant here to the backside. I mean, right there, take it. Be ready and take it right there. You've got this. You've got that slant right there. Go ahead and take it. Again, he bails us out. Good job working through this and getting all of this. And he gets all the way back here to the corner for a big play. Well done, right? Well done if he's not going to take the first one to work through it. I just don't know why he didn't take the first one, right? Can't always look to get the big play. Just take the play that's out there in front of you. Okay, so here's another RPO. Just try to feel it. Okay, they're coming down. Nice, easy completion to the outside. Now again, I'm okay with the run, but here comes that free hitter, right? That safety's coming down. He's the guy that steps in the hole. We see that guy coming down. Just pop up and throw this outside to Stephon Diggs, right? Get our one-on-one out here. And now we're rolling. Nice, easy completion in the snow, right? When it's tough to throw it down the field. Boom, get it out. See the big picture. And I think that was the thing. Sometimes you go into these games and, man, you can see the picture great, 15 out of 16 weeks. And then that 16th week, you just don't see it as well. It happens to all of us. So here's another one. We're going to come out here, and we're going to have a hitch down here on the bottom. He's looking over in this direction. Just, there it is. Corner's off. That's what I'm looking for. Corner off. Take your completion. Get your completion. It's first down. Where are you going? Where are you going, Josh? Right? Just settle in. Settle in. Uncomfortable, right? He's more comfortable outside the pocket, especially in this game when he wasn't seeing it, but he's missing some easy opportunities, some easy throws in this game. Even if he stays in there, again, what Joe Burrow did so well is he would peek down the field, and if he didn't like anything, just get back to your check down really, really quickly, okay? So worst case scenario, right? Everybody's having trouble, gaining footing and being able to tackle guys in space. Worst case scenario, okay, I don't like it right off the bat. Stay in there, get it to your check down quick, and let him go make some hay for you. Okay, so now here's another one on the RPO. So we've got 6 defenders and 6 blockers here. Okay, 6 defenders and 6 blockers here. So they're running an RPO right here. So we've got enough guys to block everybody there. But I'm assuming that Josh is reading this defender right here. So if that defender works hard that direction because we're trying to run the sweep outside, then we're going to run the double slant combination back behind it. Okay? So I just need to see movement by that linebacker. First step by this linebacker is this direction. First step is that direction. Does it move? He's staying right there. Hand the ball off. Hand the ball off right here, and you guys watch, right? Hand the ball off. We got blocks. Again, I know he throws it, so that can change everything. We got a lead blocker here, and who knows? We got a big play back to that side. Instead, he pulls it. He's trying to make the throw right there. We got a backer here, another backer there. Maybe work to the outside slant, but didn't get the movement that he wanted with that linebacker. So now it puts him in a bind to make these throws. And once again, he's got to salvage it with a run play and a hit instead of seeing and making the proper decision in that situation. Okay, here's another one. He goes out here to the left-hand side. We've got what we call a 73 combination here. All I'm looking for is this corner. This corner's off. take the quick one. Take it. Take it right there. Take it right there. Stephon Diggs, that's your guy. Take it to him, get him an easy completion, and let's go from there. Don't have to try to make the big play. The corner's off anyways. Now we're trying to just salvage once again and have to go make a play out of structure instead of just taking the plays that are there in structure. So unfortunately, it was just one of those games for Josh. Just didn't have his A game, wasn't seeing the field, whatever the reason was behind that. And unfortunately, it was in a big moment. And the guy on the other side, Joe Burrow, played really, really well and did the little things, right? Didn't try to force it, got the checkdowns, got positive plays over and over again, and it was the difference in the game. You saw at the beginning of this. To me, it was about pressure. It was about handling pressure. Through most of the game, the Buffalo Bills did not handle the pressure very well with the answers, or if it was Josh not seeing it at times, whatever it was, they didn't handle the pressure very well. And again, I'm pointing out the Bills because it was a big game yesterday and it cost them yesterday. But this is something I see around the league on a weekly basis, is the struggles to handle pressure. The lack of giving a quarterback answers or adjustments or quick throws with all the different pressure that you see in this day and age and in this game. And so there are a lot of teams that have to get better at it. But when you see it in a moment like this, and you see it not just once or twice, but when you see it 6, 7, 8 times in a game, you've got to go back and ask the question, okay, what are we doing? How can we adjust? How can we do this better so we never let something like this happen again?